So the standard today is ARCH.8.EE.A.1.8.1b. The learning target should be I can use properties of exponents to define negative and zero exponents. So we'll start with negative exponents. Here is an example. There's a negative exponent. A negative exponent does not mean a negative number. It means a number smaller than 1. So you would rewrite it 1 over 5 to the 7th. So you can get rid of the negative sign in front of the exponent by placing this whole group over the number 1. Moving on to zero exponents. Remember the quotient rule for dividing exponents is a base a raised to the m divided by that same base raised to n. Now m and n can be different numbers or they can be the same number. And remember, if you want to simplify it, it equals a, just write the base once, and then m minus n. Since this is the rule, then let's think about this particular situation. You have a base a raised to the 1 divided by that same base. We're going to let it also be raised to the power of 1. So the rule says you can write the base and write 1 minus 1. Since 1 minus 1 equals 0, then a to the 0 is the solution for this problem. So hold on to that thought while I connect the next part. Since any number divided by itself equals 1, then that means a to the 1 over a to the 1, as we started with up here, equals 1. So if a to the 1 over a to the 1 equals 1, and a to the 1 over a to the 1 equals a to the 0, that means these two solutions are equal. So a to the 0 equals 1. Which just means, I rewrote it here, it just means that any number raised to the 0 power is going to be equal to 1. Be careful, that's not degrees. b to the 0 power equals 1. 2 over a to the negative third, here's an example of, I wanted to review quickly the negative exponents. You could have a variable with a negative exponent, but you would still bring the whole thing to the numerator and eliminate the negative sign. And an example is if you already had the negative in the numerator, you would bring the whole thing to the denominator and eliminate the negative sign, all divided by 1. And that completes this lesson.